back, relax, and maybe get yourself a snack. Me and you gonna have a little chat about books. Hey guys, so I'm here today to do 2 reviews of 2 illustrated and picture-based books, which is quite exciting because I haven't really reviewed any sort of picture-based books in a while. So the first one I was sent for review, and that is this one, and it's by yee-lum, and it's illustrated by Kesley Garrity Riley. Now I have to mention the illustrations because I think the illustrations bring this book to life. It is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I mean, the cover itself is stunning anyway, as I'm sure you'll all agree, but the actual book is beautiful throughout. It's a tiny little hardback. It's kind of a coffee table gift-like book, I would say. You could easily gift this to someone who likes words, to someone who is just a book reader, someone who is in love with this style of illustration. Any of those things I think would be absolutely perfect for this book, because it is just a lovely little thing to receive in the post, and I speak from experience because it turned up one day and I'd forgotten that I'd even asked for it, and I was super excited to get it. So this one is a non-fiction book. It deals with the origins and the translations of words, particularly words that have a meaning that can't really translate that well into English. So it's a word that means a feeling, or it's a word that means an emotion or a sense of something, or something that's kind of hard to describe, and this one word means that. So that's what this is, and I'll show you some of the pages within this because I do think it's absolutely beautiful. But my favourite pages, so this is one of my favourite pages. As you can see, it is lovely. I love the way that branches kind of intertwine and go round, and the leaves and the little robins and birds are just so adorable. The words on here are Go Kotter, noun in Swedish, which means dawn picnic to hear the first bird song. The act of rising early in the morning to watch the birds or go outside and appreciate nature. The other word on this page is komorebi, which is Japanese. My pronunciation is going to be terrible, so apologies for that. And that means the sunlight that filters through the leaves of the trees. Now that is something I do like, because I love when sunlight is coming through trees. I think it's beautiful, and I think the fact that they have a word for that is really cool. Another page that I really connected with, and I think a lot of you guys will, is the one about books and readers. This one, which as you can see has a library on it, yay! We all know that we like them. The words on here are onokalasia, which is an English word that means buying or shopping as a method of stress relief or relaxation. We all know that we do that as book nerds. The second word is sunduku, which is a Japanese noun, and it means buying books and not reading them, letting the books pile up unread or on shelves or floors or nightstands. Now I think we're all probably a little bit guilty of that one. I definitely am. And the final one is bibliothekary, which is an English word and means one who collects, maintains or cares for books. So I really love that page as well. I really love this. I think it's a cute, lovely little book. Easy read, very quick, very fast paced, but something you could gift to pretty much anyone. It's a very beautiful little book, and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars overall. The other book I have to show you guys is one I bought for myself, and that is this one, The Singing Bones by Shaun Tan. Shaun Tan is the author and the illustrator of The Arrival, which is my top graphic novel of the year for 2015. So I loved it, I thought it was fantastic, and when I heard that he had this coming out, I instantly bought it. This is a retelling of or reimagining, I suppose, of the Grimm fairy tales. So it takes a lot of the Grimm fairy tales that you know, and it kind of turns them on its head and interprets them in various different sculptural forms. So there's always a little extract on the right hand page of the story that he is replicating, and then you see the sculpture on the left hand page, which is his interpretation. Very simplistic, very rooted in the core of the story, very beautiful, very raw. I just love what he does, and the way that he can kind of capture emotions and the feelings of the story in such a simple form. I'll show you guys what I mean, but basically in here it's beautiful throughout. So this is the story of Rumpelstiltskin, and as you can see, this is his interpretation of Rumpelstiltskin, and it says, "If you don't spin this straw into gold by morning, then you must die." There are loads and loads of stories and loads of interpretations within this. So many of them are absolutely beautiful. I'm going to try and show you guys. At the back he talks a lot about how he made each one and what he interpreted from each story, which is really, really cool. And I just think they're beautiful, beautiful sculptures that really do represent the stories very, very well. It may not be for everyone, it's probably only for people who do like art and things like that anyway, or if you have an interest in fairy tales, because as I say, they do link to the Brothers Grimm. Maybe not your thing, maybe completely your thing, and for me this was completely my kind of thing. It was beautiful, it was lovely to read, it really evoked some emotions and some ties to the story, and it definitely made me want to go and read the Grimm Brothers fairy tales, because I haven't read a lot of the original Grimm Brothers, so that's quite cool, and I really, really, really loved this book. Not as much as I loved The Arrival, which was emotional and really beautiful, but this one, as a beautiful kind of book and a really interesting look at stuff, was totally up there. So I gave this a 4.5 out of 5 stars, and I would recommend that you check it out if you are interested in art or fairy tales. So do let me know your thoughts on the two I've just showed you and whether you'll be picking either of them up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video soon. Bye!
Thank you for watching my video today. Go pick up a book, then come back and chat with me again.